Hello, welcome to my introduction activity for my professional development meeting. This is my classroom. I have some students coming and going, so I apologize if there are any disruptions. Come on in. My campus is a middle school in upstate New York. It's actually in the southern tier of New York, south of Syracuse. We are a city that's post-industrial. A lot of our factories have moved out, which makes it an interesting dynamic for our city. Our ethnic makeup of our student body, grades 6 through 8, is African Americans 174, Hispanic 110, Asian 110, white 187, and multiracial is not listed. And this is from the school census from 2016 school year. The student socioeconomic makeup is 83% of our students are eligible for free lunch. 3% of our students are eligible for reduced price lunch. 88% of our students are considered economically disadvantaged, while 6% are homeless. Our faculty breaks down as follows. We have 68 teachers, 1 social worker, 2 counselors, 1 principal, 2 assistant principals. The ethnicity of our teachers in 2016 was 1 African American, 1 Asian, 1 Hispanic, and 61 white teachers. Our years of experience and range of faculty is, in 2016 we had 32% of our staff, of our faculty, was inexperienced teachers. We had 1 was an inexperienced principal, and 8% were teaching out of the field of certification. That would be in like a math teacher that was teaching a health class. Our academic issue, our major academic issue, and this is consistent with our 92% attendance rate and our 30% suspension rate, is chronic absenteeism. Across our board, we have struggles academically, and we continue to have struggles in our math and reading in our Hispanic community and our African American community. But it's also largely linked with our chronic absenteeism and suspension rates. That is something that we need to get our students engaged, happy to be here, not bored out of their minds. They need to come to school and be engaged and have fun and learn in the process. Now, the field experience activity that you're going to see next, it's in 2 parts, 2 sessions. I invited more than 4 teachers for each session. We have substitute teachers, we have teachers' aides, and we all discussed what we felt was the best practice with our professional development. And I want to use some of those activities in my personal upcoming professional development that I've discussed with my field supervisor. And the plan is it's going to be volunteer. It's going to run after school from 3:45 to 4:15, and I'm hoping to get some of the newer teachers involved because I'd like to use some tactics in the New Art and Science of Teaching by Robert Marzano. This book is chock full of very fun activities that can be utilized in a classroom in ease. And I'd like to be able to shorten my 3-day professional development project that I've made for this class and share some of those brainstormings in lesson creation and how we can implement some of these and how we plan to implement some of these activities. I also plan on inviting those in the meeting to join a Facebook group that we could just share as a group, independent of the school, of how we've used some of these different activities. In my activity, I plan to use a Google survey to find feedback, and I plan to continue to communicate with those who are involved. And the last bit, before you get to watch my video, come on in quiet. Actually, if you can stay at the door, then I'm sorry. The last bit, I plan on communicating this with my staff effectively by planning everything out that I'm going to say and continuing the conversation afterwards. My professional development is going to be chock full of collaboration. And there's going to be a lot of discussion and communication of what people feel, just like what's happening in the video that you'll watch next, of how they feel success is really delivered. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Naomi.
and cut.
Alright.